Good morning, everyone. Appreciate your indulgence with this little bit of a late start. Welcome to this joint meeting on this Thursday, March the 30th. Real quick housekeeping. Cell phones, please make sure that you have them turned off or on vibrate. Also, restrooms are out the exit there, and let's make note of the exit in case of an emergency. Out the exit and to the left. And if everyone would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning. Okay, so the first thing on our agenda are introductions and opening comments. So welcome, everyone. Appreciate everyone being here that's able to be here and joining us by media. So we will start, and I guess go around the room and let everybody, we'll start over on that way and wind up this way. Mrs. Woods.
Sarah Woods, Martin County Attorney.
Sarah Hurd, Martin County Commissioner.
Carol Jenkins, Martin County Commissioner.
Doug Smith, Martin County Commissioner.
Don Donaldson, Martin County County Administrator.
Tony George, Martin County School Board Attorney.
Tricia Lee Roberts, Martin County School Board.
Amy Pritchett, Martin County School Board.
Jennifer Russell, Martin County Vice Chair for the School Board.
Michael D. Terlizzi, School Board Member.
John Malay, Superintendent, Martin County Schools.
David Dias, retired.
Not for long. Becky Brunner, Commissioner, City of Stewart.
Eula Clark, Stewart City Commissioner. Happy Women's Month, and think of all the women who are in charge of things, and we're happy to be here.
Campbell Ridge, Commissioner, City of Stewart.
Troy McDonald, Mayor, City of Stewart.
Christopher Collins, Stewart City Commission.
Mike Mortel, City of Stewart.
Paul Nicoletti, City of Stewart, again.
Wade Vos, Village Attorney, Village of Indiantown.
Susan Gibbs Thomas, Mayor, Village of Indiantown.
Carmine DePaulo, Village of Indiantown Council.
Janet Hernandez, Village of Indiantown.
Karen Krista was retired. Village Manager for Village of Indiantown.
Okay. Does anybody have anything that they want to say before we move on to public comments? Moving right along to public comments. I do currently have two public comments. The first public comment that I have is Robert Ranieri. Mr. Ranieri. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you. Rob Ranieri with House of Hope. I want to just check in today. It was at one of these meetings a little while back that Commissioner Campy presented his Starfish initiative. So I want to just talk a little bit about housing and give you some information. Right now, about 20% of our county is living at or below the poverty level. We've got about another 35% that are living check to check. So well over half of our community is struggling financially right now. We've seen the cost of rent go up dramatically. Anywhere from 30 to 50% increases have been typical. And while it seems like it's plateaued, it's not going to come down anytime soon. So the issue around housing is more challenging than ever, especially for lower income wage earners in our community. I know most of you around these tables here have heard from Cleveland Clinic. They have positions that they cannot fill due to challenges around housing, literally hundreds of positions. So housing has now put public health at risk. The sheriff's office, they have deputy positions they can't fill, administrative positions they can't fill, crossing guards that aren't hired. So we're not getting our kids safely to school. So now public safety is at risk. We've heard from the Business Development Board, Chambers of Commerce, around the challenges that businesses are having because they can't hire and fill positions, so the economy is at risk. So all of these things have, and certainly the school board is here, I don't want to leave you out. Can't get bus drivers, can't get people in your schools, can't get teachers. So all 4 of these things are at risk because of the challenges around housing in our community. So I'm asking this group to please act with a sense of urgency. Any one of those 4 issues should create a sense of urgency. We've got them all right now going on in our community. So meetings like this where it's great to have so much brain power and influence in the room, but basically these ceremonial meetings where you're kind of telling each other what you've done, follow each other's e-newsletters and you'll find that out. Let's use these meetings, have more of them, and be productive, and let's problem solve and come up with solutions for our community around the challenges that are facing us and that are putting our families at risk. We can do that. There's been some positive dialogue since Commissioner Campy's presentation. We got to translate that into action. We need to all act with a sense of urgency, not just government, it's on all of us. Philanthropy, nonprofits, we need to do some things jointly, and we need to move this forward as rapidly as we can to help our community get past some of these challenges and get to a stable point. Thank you.
Next up, we have Chad Fair. Welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, Good morning, everyone. Madam Mayor, commissioners, council members, members of the school board, thank you for the opportunity to address you this morning. I want to thank you for your willingness to serve. Public service is never easy, especially in this climate, so thank you for your willingness to step up and serve. 4.5 years ago, when my family had the opportunity to move to Martin County, we did our research because we frankly knew nothing about Martin County. From a distance, Martin County was the hidden gem of the Treasure Coast, a beautiful part of the country, and more importantly, one with exceptional schools. However, over the last few years, this gem of a community has lost some of its shine. We've fallen victim to the same trap of political divisiveness as the rest of the country. Before we're willing to listen to experts in their fields, we first look to see if they have an R or a D in front of their name to make sure they align with our politics. We have seen an exodus of teachers and administrators from our school district due to low pay, the political climate, the housing crisis that has invaded our schools. Martin County isn't the hidden gem it once was. Within the last year, we've gone viral as a punchline for racism in our middle schools, removing award-winning literature from our libraries. Affordable housing is virtually non-existent. And on top of that, last year, Martin County School District had 614 students registered as homeless. It saddens me to say that we have lost our shine. With that said, this community also has many caring and compassionate people. And it gives me hope that we can rise above the culture wars that have eroded the fabric of our country and our community. There's never been a war fought that hasn't cost lives, this current culture war included. When we're no longer willing to listen and authentically engage the other side and see the other as human beings, we all suffer. It's not about forcing beliefs on one another. It's about genuinely caring for one another and coming together for a greater good. With that said, I urge each of you as leaders to lead away from division, to work together to serve all the residents of this community, regardless of color, gender, sexuality, economic class, or political affiliation. Maybe then we can restore the gem that was once Martin County and go viral for the right reasons. Thank you.
Thank you. Next up, we have Samantha Suffich. Welcome.
Good morning. I'm Samantha Suffich. I'm the CEO of Martin County Healthy Start Coalition. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you this morning. I wanted to inform you of a maternity crisis that's happening in our area. This is a result of the economic and housing issues that we are experiencing. Right now, there's a shortage of midwives, OBs, within our local community to deliver babies and to provide vital prenatal care. We know a big marker for the quality of life in a community is the outcomes when it comes to how babies are delivered, whether or not they're full term, whether or not they're full healthy weight. And so I need you to act aggressively when it comes to addressing the housing and economic issues. At this point, within 4 to 6 months, we might not have a clinic for prenatal care for those who are uninsured and underinsured. Thank you.
Thank you. And that is all the public comment cards that I currently have. So moving on to our next item, our agenda. First up, we have item A, County Capital Improvement Projects. Keith Baker, Senior Project Engineer with Martin County Board of County Commissioners.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm Keith Baker, Senior Project Engineer with, sorry about that. Keith Baker, Senior Project Engineer, Martin County Capital Projects. I'm going to give the update for Martin County Public Works Department. Currently under construction, we have Hobe Hills, Leilani Heights, and Beau Rivage neighborhood restoration projects. Hobe Hills will be wrapping up in June. Leilani Heights in May, and Beau Rivage just kicked off. It has a 180-day construction project. It kicked off in March. After that, we have Coral Gardens, construction to begin in May. New Monrovia, bids just came in last week, and Cove Ridge is out to bid right now. Rocky Point goes on to this slide. This is an update on our design work we have going. So Rocky Point is currently under design, and Port Salerno Peninsula, we had a public involvement meeting on March 23rd, 2023. Moving on to our resurfacing and roadway projects. Yesterday we had the final walkthrough for South Beach Road, County Road 707. That was a LAP DOT grant project. It was a very successful project with the town of Jupiter Island. After that, we have, there's 2 Salerno projects listed here. One is from US 1 to Commerce, and the other one is from Canner to Willoughby. Both are in similar stage of construction, about 50% complete. You'll see paving operations or the asphalt begin to be placed in the next few weeks. East Ocean Boulevard sidewalk kicked off on March 6th. It's a 120-day construction project. So we're about a month in, but the progress is about 50% complete. Gomez resurfacing, Hibiscus Park resurfacing, and Golden Gate resurfacing will all go out to bid in April. And the Salerno Road sidewalk bid came in last week. Also, upcoming, we have Dixie Highway resurfacing from Monterey to 5th in the city of Stuart, Indian Street resurfacing from Canner to US 1, and Cove Road from US 1 to Dixie. All 3 of these are also FDOT grant-funded projects. Bridge updates. Murphy Road Bridge, another FDOT LAP grant-funded project, is complete. Dixie East Fork Creek Bridge will be going out to bid in April. Just to mention on that one, there will be no road closure. There will be a temporary road constructed as part of the maintenance of traffic, so there will be no full closure. County Line Road Bridge, Loxahatchee River Bridge, the design is 90% complete. On that one, I just want to say that the right-of-way constraints and environmental issues necessitate road closure, but we have been coordinating with Tequesta and fire and emergency departments. Ecosystem project updates. Savannah Preserve Weir and Jensen Beach was completed. East Fork Creek STA is about 50% complete. And the Manatee Creek STA the design is approximately 60% complete. That's the Public Works Department update. Does anyone have any questions for me? Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Moving right along, city utilities and engineering projects. Peter Coonan, Engineering and Utilities Director, City of Stuart. And excuse me if I butcher anybody's name, I apologize in advance.
Good morning, everyone. Peter Cunin, Director of Utilities and Engineering, City of Stuart. So happy to be here with all of you this morning. On behalf of the City of Stuart, I'm here to present some of the projects that we have currently in construction and those that are about to start construction this year. First group of projects are transportation-related projects, mainly consisting of roadway resurfacing, which includes milling and overlayment of pavement, microsurfacing, rejuvenation of the roadway surfaces. Currently, that's taking place within the city's Zone 5 area, which the area extends from the Monterey Road extension to the St. Lucie Crescent area. For stormwater projects, we have several of those. The first is Northwest Dixie Highway ditch improvement. That's a stormwater project that involves the reconfiguration of an existing stormwater ditch on Dixie Highway. This is serving primarily the Riverside Park neighborhood. And the project involves a reshaping of the existing drainage swale along Dixie Highway, also adding modifications to an outfall structure on Northwest Australian Street, and outflow structures also at the south end of Dixie Highway. Again, this is to help alleviate flooding issues in the Riverside Park neighborhood. Other stormwater improvement projects that we have are located at Southeast Flamingo Avenue and Pelican Drive. Also at Southeast Mango Place. And so these projects are basically adding additional drainage inlets, installation of a baffle box for water quality treatment, and also a check valve at the St. Lucie River that prevents tidal backflow during high tide events. Another stormwater project that we have is on Southeast Illinois Avenue, and that's the Living Shoreline project. Now, the Living Shoreline is basically, it's the purpose there is to prevent erosion and provide a habitat for marine and other wildlife species. It involves plantings of different groups of plantings that will help with nutrient removal of the stormwater before it discharges into the water body. And also, this is primarily for the Southeast Illinois area right-of-way and adjacent properties. On to water and sewer projects. We currently have under construction, a sewer force main project that is goes, the new force main will go around the Stewart Middle School. The new line will also go through the Sailfish Ball Field. So this is a new force main that will replace a 30-year-old force main that's in deteriorated condition, and it does go to the our water reclamation facility. On to our current water projects. We have work at the construction of our reverse osmosis facility, which also involves the construction of the concentrate pipeline that extends from the reverse osmosis facility over to the water reclamation facility, where we have a deep injection well. And that deep injection well is going to be modified to allow the concentrate to flow to that injection well. And with that, that is the update for you this morning of the City of Stewart's utility projects. Do any of you have any questions for me?
Mr. Kunin, could you just tell us a little bit about yourself since you're new to us?
Yes, be glad to, yes. Well, I'm a civil engineer, licensed civil engineer, and I worked previously for the City of Hallandale Beach in South Broward County as a city engineer. Prior to that, I was the town engineer for the town of Pembroke Park, which is also located in South Broward County. My background with respect to civil engineering, I was with an engineering consultant for over 17 years. And my area of engineering is primarily water and sewer, involved with design of water and sewer facilities and sewer and stormwater pumping stations.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. If there aren't any more questions, I thank you very much. Very nice speaking with all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next up on our agenda is the Village of Indiantown Capital Project Update. We'll be hearing from Patrick Nolan, Utilities and Public Works Director. Welcome.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pat Nolan. I'm the Public Works and Utilities Director for the Village of Indiantown. Got a few projects that we're going to talk about. First one is the Booker Park Roadway and Drainage Project. That is near completion. It was one of the first and biggest project that we've done in the village so far in my tenure, which has been about a year and a half. The next project is the Uptown Roadway and Drainage Repair Project. That's in the design phase. That's a project, and you'll hear a common theme among our projects, and that's grant money. We haven't been able to do projects with our own funding, so we're looking for grants with every project that we do. So this project is, we were funded through FDOT. It's a $700,000 project that's in the design phase presently. Also in the design phase is the Seminole Drive and Magnolia Generator Project. What we're working on there is improving the drainage on Seminole Drive and then also hardening one of our lift stations over on Magnolia. On the utility side, excuse me, we recently received a grant for the water plant upgrade. That has gone out to bid. That was a couple weeks ago, so we're hoping to see bids from the contractors that are within our budget, and then we'll be moving forward on updating our water plant. Another project that we're working on, we're looking for funding, is the Railroad Avenue Water Main. That is the backbone of our system, and we might have the distinction of some of the oldest infrastructure in the county, if not the state. That main is over 100 years old. And we're hoping to replace it and also enlarge it so that we can fortify the system. We also have a 12-inch water main loop project that we're working on. That is actually almost complete in the design phase, and we're going out to bid very shortly. That will also strengthen the water system and improve our fire protection. That, excuse me, that was funded through American Rescue Plan funding and also Martin County Fire Rescue. On to the wastewater. We have been very fortunate to get nearly $40 million in funding from the state due to the efforts of Kevin Powers and Josh Kellum. So we have the wastewater treatment plant that we're working on initially. That is in design. We hope to get that under construction before the end of this year, maybe early next year. And then we have a multitude of infrastructure projects that we're looking at to, same thing, strengthen the system and improve the operation. And last but not least, this really isn't one of our projects, but the Indiantown Charter School is going up on Citrus, and our involvement is the infrastructure. The contractors started this week bringing the water line from our 12-inch or our 8-inch main on Citrus to the school, and then also they're going to convey the sewage from the school to one of our lift stations over on 150th. And that concludes my presentation.
Thank you.
Is there any questions? Yes, ma'am.
So I had a question about the 12-inch water main loop project, where 50% of it is being funded by the Martin County Fire Rescue.
Yes.
So they're funding $1.75 million of that project?
It's 1.5 million.
1.5 they're paying for?
The project was estimated at 3 million when it started. It's looking like it's going to be more than that, but we were fortunate that the county fire rescue was willing to fund part of that project. Now I believe that's ARPA funding that that money came from as well.
Don Donaldson, County Administrator. It was an agreement with the town. It was actually a grant to the town for this project in support of our fire rescue program and how the MSTU is applied. And it was a result of an interlocal agreement where the county pledged a certain amount of funds for the water main upgrade so that we would have increased fire protection in the village.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for that explanation.
Yeah, thank you for clarification. Moving on to item D, the county, city, and village city development update. We have Samantha Lovelady of Martin County Board of County Commissioners, Principal Planner.
Good morning.
Clyde.
My name is Clyde Doolin. I'm with the Martin County Growth Management Department, and I'll be making the presentation for Samantha. Her voice is a little hoarse this morning. She's not feeling up to public speaking. So first off, let me talk a little bit about population projections. These are numbers that are provided to us by the Bureau of Economic and Business Research. The first column under 2021 are estimates of the existing population that come to us from the Bureau of Economic and Business Research. These are not our generation. And then the numbers 2022 through 2050 are projections. The total for the county, it comes to us from the Bureau of Economic and Business Research, and we populate all the other numbers based upon those 2021 estimates. So as you can see, we're looking at approximately 163,100 permanent population in all of Martin County. That's not your peak at this time of the year when, you know, we have all the snowbirds. That's the permanent. So moving on to residential development approvals. This is a tally of projects through the entire year of 2022. And we've broken it down by month. And the SF is single-family, MF is multifamily, TH is townhome, DU is duplex. 943 total over the entire course of 2022. Non-residential development. This is also over the entire course of 2022, 1,585,000 square feet of non-residential uses. As you will note, in some of these, there's no square footage listed in the column. MacArthur Golf Club has no square footage. It's a golf club. It's 518 acres. There are no residential units for the residential, and there's no non-residential square footage that's associated with this. Some of these also are, for instance, the Whitetail Solar Center, 600 acres. This is no building. This is solar panels stretched out across 600 acres of ground. But that's your total, 1,585,000 over 12 months. In review, we do not have a tally because we don't know if these will get approved. But as you can see, single family, multifamily, townhouse, a couple of duplexes that are being proposed in various places around unincorporated Martin County. Non-residential, in review, car washes. We seem to have a lot of car washes. I don't know why, but everybody needs to clean their car.
I need to.
In some cases, you just have something like Mariner Sands Clubhouse is being demolished and rebuilt. It's a little bit bigger. It's not really going to create much of an impact on the community, but we tally it up anyway. And there you go. At the last one on the list is U.S. Car Wash. And with that, I will end our presentation. Be happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have the Development Director of the City of Stuart, Jody. I'll let you say your last name. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jody Natchwick-Kugler. I am the Development Director for the City of Stuart, here to present the development projects for ending in year 2022, December. Approvals, we do have 86 multifamily townhomes that were approved. Non-residential, we have about 507,829 square feet. In review, we have approximately 555 units that are still under review. If you notice, there is one development that has been approved as of March of this year, which is the Selfish K, which includes 60 townhomes. And currently in review for non-residential, we have approximately 398 square feet. And that concludes my presentation. If you have any questions for me?
Sure. Thank you. Moving right along. Next, we have Taryn Krista, Village Manager, on the Community and Economic Development Update for the Village of Indiantown. Welcome.
Yes, good morning. Oh, wrong one. Pat, I've got yours by mistake. Sorry that. Where are we? There we go. Okay. So the Village of Indiantown, we've got a lot of exciting things that are going on. Last year, we did do the property rights tax amendment that was required by the state. And we also had a couple of projects come through with a total of 60 units. We also have a combination of some townhomes and multifamily, as well as other residential and commercial. Recently, we've got, you can see this, we've got pre-applications for some manufacturing. We've got a few projects in review. With the one that's on there, it says Indiantown Go-Kart. That is not a actual open go-kart. It's going to be private for more professional go-kart individuals. But we've got some single-family dwellings. You can see what's been approved. We had a large master plan called Terra-Lago. It's got 2,488 residential units with 100,000 square feet of commercial. That master plan has been broken down into phases. The council recently approved Phase 1B, so we've got 1A and 1B that has been approved. And the individual behind the Terra-Lago is Mr. Kellum, who was one of the individuals that was instrumental in helping us get our wastewater funding from the state. Because in order for us to be able to proceed with this development, we're going to need to bring our water and utilities and sewers up to date. They're a little bit behind. We also have Parkview Villas, and then the other ones that are on there. Grindhard, we're very excited about that. Grindhard currently has an ammunition facility located here in the city of Stuart, and he is opening up another facility out in Indiantown where he will be developing the primer utilized for that ammunition, and it's a very clean and safe operation, and we're excited to have him come out to Indiantown. And then you can see the other that are under construction, and then the ones that we have finished. We have a Tractor Supply store that just opened up recently, and so Indiantown is moving right along. So we approved 60 new residential units with the almost 23,000 square feet of non-residential for last year. And then, as you can see, what we have in review as we move forward. And that's it. Anybody have any questions? I see one.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
So your Osceola Pines, the 157 single-family, and the Three Little Indians, 71 townhomes,
Yes, ma'am.
are they still?
They haven't come. They haven't come forward yet. We just met recently on that 24,000 of industrial we just met on, but they have not come forward. But they will be coming forward.
Thank you.
So we've been told.
Thank you. Oh, one more, I'm sorry.
This is just a comment, and I overlooked this. There was a very important groundbreaking in the city of Stuart on Tuesday afternoon. It's the Boys and Girls Club, and I don't want to overlook that. It's a fabulous project, 37,805 square feet, and it's located in the perfect location for a Boys and Girls Club in downtown Stuart. It's just south of Stuart Middle, in between Ocean and Martin Luther King Boulevard. And I want to emphasize that I don't think that there was enough emphasis placed upon the credit that should be given the school board. The school board, my understanding, is entered into a long-term lease of that property. It's 3.5 acres. It's a wonderful, wonderful public-private partnership, and I just want to say thank you to the school board for that very, very sound decision. It's going to be a great project.
Okay, seeing no more comments, we'll move right on along to the school district update with Dr. Millay, Superintendent.
Good morning, buenos dias. A lot of good things, exciting things underway for the Martin County School District, and if you see the picture of our district office, this is just one of the things you're going to see if you drive by there. There's a fresh look going on. It is not complete, but we're really excited about the update that the district office is getting. It has been fabulous having everyone pulled together. When the board made that decision a few years ago, it was certainly the right one. All of our different administrative offices are now under one roof, basically working together. It's broken down silos, it's open communication, and the roof is, of course, getting redone, new color. There's going to be outlined in the district blue throughout. The new boardroom will be open this summer. We're deciding if it's going to be a June, July, if it's finished. So exciting space. It's going to be a great space for community collaboration and usage. So really happy about that in our picture there. couple other things I want to share before I show the rest of the slides here. I just want to reiterate our district's focus on instruction. You know, the biggest reason we're here, safety, we have to make sure we're focused on. I'll talk about that, but really pleased with the strong reading and math programs that the board has invested in for our district, strongly underway. Our new accelerated reader program, we've put a lot of competition and cited some good, healthy competition among our schools, and it's exciting. This morning I was looking at our point totals of how much our kids are reading, 235,000 points. And most of those books would be more your primary elementary, about half-point books. So if you kind of figure, there's approaching about 500,000 before we probably end the school year. So some great things underway going on in our schools. Focus on safety. You know, we just turn the TV on every day. We hear something out there. So shout out to Sheriff Snyder, the Stewart Police, all the different police organizations, safety, fire, rescue. We just had our issue with South Fork. All of those people helped the Martin County School District stay so safe. We're not immune to it, but I'm telling you what, we are really poised. The practice that we have with those service agencies, even this morning, as we've opened up the new Palm City Elementary, the sheriff's office is using the old Palm City before we tear it down in a couple of days as training. So, I mean, they're being so proactive, and I'm just proud of what's going on there in our relationship with the local sheriff and the city police department. Some other recent news that I just want to share, we've updated, pretty significant, the school board has updated their 5-year plan. Part of that capital plan is, where we're going. The second half, a lot of good energy, like Commissioner Hurd said, on the Stewart campus. We have the agreement underway with the Arts Council in the front of our old building. That's moving along now. The back south campus, like she said, the Boys and Girls Club, they broke ground. The board, you'll see, South Florida Water Management finally lifted the permit for the new administrative library and classroom building in just the last month. The second story of that's going up, so super excited about that. And the board just approved in their capital plan the second phase of the Stewart project. It was originally a one-phase project, but due to COVID, we divided it in two. So now the cafeteria and some other additional space will be built. So that's all. That whole project will be is underway now. Excited about that. A few other things in the capital plan. Murray Middle School is now on the list coming up, of course, for some replacement portables, update to their administration building as well, library. Martin County High School has over a dozen portables that have been on that campus for years. We've taken steps to now plan another building to remove those in the coming year. So that project is now going to be moving forward in planning. On South Fork High School's campus, the new gym, we had a partial permit release on that campus project about a year ago when we broke ground to start all those new practice fields and the new HVAC system for the entire campus and the gym. But the gym portion got held for some different reasons, but it was recently released just a few weeks ago. So footers are about to go in on that project, exciting on there. And in this capital plan, the updated golf course renovation is going to be underway with expansion of those ag programs. There's about 13 different sections of courses that use that golf course. It's not for the golf team. We want to clear that up. It's a three-hole golf course, but the whole primary purpose of that is for the ag programs of South Fork High School. That's one of their signature programs. So about, like I said, over 13 different sections of programs run through that. So it's going to be taking it back to what it really was. And if you've have kept up with the progress of what's going on with the different golf courses, the PGA level private courses that are going up in the Hobe Sound, that area near South Fork and projecting out, this update is going to mimic the exact fields that they play with. So the tees, the new technologies that's there, that's what's going to be planned there. So our students will learn and can do internships on our own property of exactly what all these new facilities are going to have that are out in the county. So our kids are going to be prepared, and it's a great investment. And this is part of our sales tax. All these that I'm listing, they're part of the investment of the community on the sales tax a few years ago. Warfield, exciting news going on for the Warfield community. There's over, I don't have the amount in front of me, but it's over a $20 million investment that's underway on their campus, an updated administrative classroom, library and media center building. The school site's going to get safety enhancements, and I know the school board has talked for years about their desire to make that a K-5 campus. We've accomplished that just recently, and that this coming school year, the fifth graders, rather than go to Indiantown Middle School this fall, our plan is that the fifth grade will stay at Warfield. And part of addressing the growing need and listening to what's happening out in Indiantown, the Indiantown Middle School campus was designated as a future, and possibly, we don't know how long that'll be, but a K-8 campus. So when when the fifth grade stay at Warfield this coming year, the board then can move to make that campus K-8 to handle the new growth. When that happens over the years, the way things can roll out, if the expansion happens, we can handle all those children. And one day, if another school is ever needed in that area, the school board can adjust. So we're really excited and taking the steps needed to make sure that they're getting all the equity and the investment that they deserve for sure out there. And then just after Christmas this year, the new Jensen Beach Elementary School opened up. And if you have driven by there of lately, you'll see no sign of the old one, just maybe some dust because it came down very quickly. Just a fantastic facility. The community, the PTA, Commissioner Smith has been an important cheerleader for that project. It's just great for our kids, very safe. Now the playground is, and it's going to be in its final stages of being updated as well, with both it and the Palm City I'll talk about, since they were both built on a campus with a large existing school. The projects, we consider them about 85 to 90% complete because the demolition to become green space on both of those campuses underway now. So we hope to have a major grand opening sometime likely June. We'll get all that information out to everyone, but we want to make sure the parking lot's safe and that we can handle all the cars that are going on there. So just a fantastic facility though. And that opened right after Christmas. And then Palm City Elementary, opened that just seamlessly. I'm so proud of the staff, the school staff, the principal. They were 2 minutes off. When they opened up the next morning of that school after spring break, the bus route took 2 minutes and the parent drop-off than it normally takes. And it was the same in the afternoon. I mean, a really well-oiled machine that's going on there. So shout out to both of those staffs of those schools for making that happen. And like I shared earlier, the work going on, the sheriff's using that as a training opportunity the next couple of days. The old building that's over on the side, handling that all safe. But that'll come down. It's coming down this weekend. So within a week or so, that campus will make a final transformation. And just want to also share as we close the school year, appreciate all the collaboration that we have among all the different entities that are in here. April, May, June are just tremendously busy months. We're closing the school year, but we're also making all the plans for the upcoming school year. And one other big piece that I'll just share, changes are always bittersweet. New chapters are exciting, but I've enjoyed my opportunity with the Martin County School District. I plan to stay in Martin County. I love Martin County. I'm so excited about the school board and some of the upcoming opportunities with Michael Main to be their new superintendent. They're in completing negotiations. I'll stay through June 30th. He starts with July 1, but the exciting news that I'm happy about with the district is they've really pulled together on this having continuity. They like the progress that the district has made and is making, and Michael's just going to be the perfect person. He's in our room. Maybe, Michael, you can kind of wave if someone sees him later. He and his beautiful wife, Colleen, his beautiful four girls, will be in our school district, are going to be part of our community. He came a couple years ago. I hired Michael about 6 months after I came to oversee our school buildings and principals, and it's done fantastic with Dr. Featherstone announced retirement. That was seamless, but he's just been a nice, he brings a lot of, I think, common sense, good energy. and stability for the district. And just so everyone will know, yes, it's a tight market out there. There's not enough good people to go around, but I have no doubt, even if there was a national superintendent search, our school board also knew that Michael would end up at the top of that list. So I'm just excited about that. And I do appreciate a lot of the warm comments that you all have had, and I'm not going anywhere, so I'll be seeing you. So thank you. Questions?
Yes, we have one. Mr. Smith, Commissioner Smith.
Madam Chair, so just a couple of comments, and I'll start, I guess, with Jensen Beach Elementary and Palm City Elementary. For those of you who have been around long enough and you recall when we were doing the sightings of those schools and the various options that came forward, there was a lot of discussion on where those sightings ought to happen. And thankfully, the school board and superintendent listened to the community and to all of us, and have produced, I think, fantastic site plans that have really proven out to be perfect. And Jensen Beach Elementary is coming along really super well. It's much further than what you see up there in the aerial photo. A lot of the improvements on Savannah Road that really will help our traffic flow deal with the school in and out have been accomplished through all that. So thank you guys for listening and working with the community. And the community playgrounds that were allowed to stay are super important to our community and all the kids and all the parents' involvement. And lastly, John, I just a comment from an observer as a commissioner of our community. Thank you for all your good work. You absolutely brought excitement, enthusiasm, and productivity to our community relative to our school system. And just listening to your report and listening to all that's been accomplished in the last couple of years with all that's going on, I think you made a big difference. So thank you very much for all your work you did.
Board Member Pritchett.
Dr. Millay, could you talk to the audience about the job fair and how we're progressing? Someone had mentioned that people are leaving the district, but I think it's kind of exciting what the job fair brought and some of the new hires that.
Great point, Ms. Pritchett. Yes, a great deal is going on not only in Florida in the whole job arena, recruiting, retaining qualified. Again, there's trying to find good help and keep good help is hard, but it's not just Martin County. It's the state of Florida. It is the entire country, but we've put a lot of investment on making sure that our district is viable and offering different incentives for people to attract them here and to stay. So we just had a recent job fair, and it was nearly 60 offers that were made on the spot. So if they pass their background check, they'll be hired. It's going to continue to be, I would say, a bit of a struggle, but we're all in it together. The district did offer, like in some of our western zone areas, some of our title schools, they can earn extra income if they're going to help us in those areas of more critical need. We did have a one-time signing bonus for those that would relocate that was very effective just recently in the district. So we're excited about that. And we've done a lot that if there's alternative paths to education that we can help people sign up for and improve, we've done that. Our bus drive, the school board did just a few months ago really looked closely at the transportation department and acted quickly on that. And the rate of pay now is $20 an hour in that area. And I'm pleased to report we've filled all those vacancies right now. So we are underway of making a huge dent in the areas. Still have our struggles, but I'm believing the cup is more than half full. I mean, we have to believe that. We have to know that. And our teachers are focused on just, there's a lot of things going on in the state and the country, but our teachers are really they're focused on our kids and instruction, and we're doing all those things to make sure that Martin County's doing the best we can.
Thank you. Commissioner Clark.
Can I defer to Mr. DiTerlizio, and I'll speak after him as a school board member?
Thank you, Yola. Thank you. John, I know you love to speak about the two new schools and what gave us the opportunity to build those two schools cash out of pocket. And I know you overlooked it, but I'd like you to mention it a little bit and elaborate, please, on that.
Absolutely. Back in 2018, when the County of Martin approved the sales tax investment, it's raised over $100 million. So those two schools alone were about $64 million plus. It took a while to, each year we earn revenue from that sales tax. So when we built those two new schools, one of them was already paid off, and the district on, I believe it was, Ms. Roberts, the one we bonded Palm City, right? A 4-year note. Now, who does that? We pay that school will be paid off in just a couple of years. So, but over $60+ million investment. And unlike most school districts in the state of Florida and around, our schools, we have very, very low bond debt. I'd say we have the least bond debt probably in the state of Florida, and beautiful facilities. All these projects that were built that I mentioned to you right now, we're paying with cash, money collected from the sales tax. So that's huge. The only bond we decided it was only for cash flow was because we hadn't collected all the sales tax yet. It was for one of those elementaries that'll be paid off just in a few years. So, and these upcoming projects with Warfield, and I mentioned Murray, South Fork, those are all going to be paid with cash that have from the sales tax. So the bond debt, there really is like almost none.
Hey, Michael. Right.
Commissioner Clark.
Thank you. Thanks. Dr. Millet, first I want to thank you for your service to our community and all the things that you've done in the short time that you've been here, and your responsiveness to our community. People had concerns about school curriculum. Now they have concerns about book banning and other things, and I'm just so happy that your office has always been open and available to communicate with the community. I want to thank Commissioner Hurd for mentioning the Boys and Girls Club project. I remember the days when Stewart, the city of Stewart, thought that we would lose J.D. Parker, thought that we would lose the Spectrum Academy, and we only had Stewart Middle School, and we were having discipline issues and other issues going on in that school and other schools. Well, sadly, due to the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas ruling, now we've had, it's sad but good, we've had new schools incorporated into our city of Stewart, Martin County High School, Jensen Beach High School, and I forgot which other school, but I know that we've had these because we've had to have them inside the city limits. And so the city of Stewart is doing well in terms of having a variety of schools in our city limits, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate the support. And Ms. Russell, we look forward to your leadership and support as we continue with schools. I hope that in the fall, we can ask Mr. Fletcher and his staff at the Boys and Girls Club to tell us about the curriculum and how it will interface with what's going on in the schools. I remember when we used to have the VICA program at Martin County High School, and those things have kind of gone by the wayside. I think I haven't heard about them, but I'm looking forward to all the things that are happening in the high schools, especially to prepare students for going out in the workforce, and how that's going to interface with our Boys and Girls Club in our community. And I'm hoping that we can get a good idea of the curriculum and other things from our Boys and Girls Club to this body when we have a meeting in the fall, if we can get them to talk about that. They gave an excellent presentation at the City of Stewart recently, and I just want to make sure that everybody gets the benefit of what's going on specifically with the Boys and Girls Club in the City of Stewart. We're talking schools, and Dr. Millet, it's so good that you're the last person speaking today, because in order to have schools, not just to fund them, but to actually have them, is because we have little people sitting down in seats. And in order to have those little people in seats, they need food, they need health care. And Ms. Suffrage came up this morning and spoke about maternity health care. Well, on Saturday morning, this Saturday, April 1st at 10 o'clock, it's 10:30, but I'm going to say 10 o'clock so that we can all be there on time, is that we're going to be having a movie called Aftershock, as well as discussion panel, especially related to Black maternity outcomes in our community and real live what's happening in Martin County and how we can help to improve people coming into school and how they can continue that pathway to success as they grow older, as children going into high school and then going on into careers. So please come out to the Starstruck Theater at Canner Highway and Central Parkway at Starstruck about 10 o'clock on this Saturday morning at April 1st to watch this movie and have discussion on how we can help prepare our mothers and thus our children to enter into our school system and to have a safe and productive life when they're in that stage of their life. Thank you. 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. 10 a.m. on April 1st. I'll send it out to you, Dr. Millet. You can send it out to some people again. But please, if Ms. Suffich wants to say anything, but it's a very good program that Ms. Anastasia Anderson from the Health Department has planned, and it will be something that we need to have community input. And that's why we're here, because our young people are coming into our community and they need to start on the right foot.
To follow up, I know Keith Fletcher would be happy to speak on that. We've had a lot of conversations about making sure the Boys and Girls Club programs, particularly the new building that's going on the Stewart campus, will share space that we can use during the school days, and it's already, the plan for that is that we'll share robotics, more emphasis on robotics, STEM-type programs, the push that we've made toward aviation, and when you talked about trainings for high schools, aside from all that, we've made a lot of progress in CTE, which is critical, the career technical programs, vocational, at each of our high schools. We've been expanding. So did you know that at Martin County High School, we have now over 100 or nearly 100 students involved in welding? We used to have 0. We have an HVAC, full functioning multi-year program now of HVAC at South Fork High School, and we've expanded the auto programs and then the healthcare programs. So those things are going to make a big difference. The diploma is important, but having something in your back pocket to get a job, a certification. So our schools are really focused on that as well. So I know that's important, an important goal of the board, and it remains that.
Thank you, Commissioner Smith.
Madam Chair, Commissioner DeLucy, that was a long time ago. School board member, DeLucy, thank you for bringing that up. I think, you know, we get criticized, all of us get criticized from time to time on how our sales tax dollars are spent, and are they spent on what we said we were going to spend them on. And I think you highlighted that, and Dr. Millet for following on what Michael said. That's one thing we don't do well enough, and I say we, I'll say us at the county, but I think it's all of us. We don't message enough to tell people what we're doing, and in terms of, especially on that issue, and that is a great story to be told. I mean, to be in the position that you're in with those schools and to be paid for because the voters decided that they were going to take sales tax dollars and put them towards that project, and you guys played a significant role in the outrolling of that, you know, to get the sales tax done. So congratulations to you all on that, but I think for all of us to message whenever we get the opportunity, because people just they don't hear this enough, and they don't see it enough, and it is really a phenomenal story on what you all have achieved. So congratulations on all of that. It's fantastic.
Thank you. Board Member Pritchett.
Tell everyone about our SPAM team.
Oh, great. Yes, super excited. You know, SPAM has been important. It's been this little gem that has grown, our robotics team, and it's led by parent volunteers for the most part. And we have some school staff who have children in that also help. But they've competed, and they do well, have won in the state of Florida. They've gone on and competed nationally. I know board members, several have been involved in that. I know this past fall, Mr. DiTerlizzi and I went out together and got to see them at the fairgrounds. And with our Chair Powers, it's been important to her and myself, our entire board, that we try to figure out a spot for them that we could use. And in our new, we've just announcing this because we're going to make that spot, but in the back warehouse of the district office that's right here, the back warehouse, we believe we have space that we're going to have that'll be controlled, safe, that we can let them have a better home there. We have to get this office finished, but that's been very important to the school board. Again, Chair Powers has mentioned that in multiple meetings of trying to find them a space. So it's great, and it's fueling. I mean, it's just an important part with the STEM and robotics. So proud of them.
Can't help.
Going to Houston.
On to Houston. Yep.
Thank you. Commissioner Smith?
Yeah, so I can't help it, because you guys keep bringing up really good stuff, and it's just worth following on. You know, that whole SPAM program, it's world-class, and the idea of where it goes and how it goes, what's interesting, if you can find them the space over at your site, we always kind of had behind-the-scenes conversation that the closer we could get it to the airport, where you had actual jobs and industry there that could utilize the technology and help with the technology. And a lot of the program was built from people that worked at Triumph or Vought or Grumman, you know, through the years. And so having it that close a proximity to where you could probably expand the opportunities for them is fantastic. Good for you guys.
One final thing that while we're sharing great information that just came to mind, shout out to Al Fabrizio and his staff. He's retiring, but the ACE Cambridge program, they give 3 awards. You know, it's a major U.S. international program. They give 3 awards. The small district, the best small district in the U.S., the medium size, and large. And the Martin County School District was the small winner. So it was the #1 this year. Over the last 2, they looked at data the last 2 years of how that program's grown and fed and different statistics. So Bessie Creek, we had started the elementary. There's a feeder program you can do, and they came on this past year, the year before that actually, and they feed through Hidden Oaks Middle School. But that program's really growing, and it's gained national attention here in Martin County. So shout out to his entire team and all those teachers and families.
Mayor?
Board, yes.
I may have forgotten, but did you give a timeline now or in the past for when you're going to actually have the auditorium at the new building? Or is that when this whole thing is done?
June, July, we hope to have that space. It's not an auditorium, it's more of a space about like this, a little narrower but longer, and it divides up into at least 3 areas. So it has a really nice dais. It's very safe. It's user-friendly for the community. There's going to be nice parking. So June, July, as we're completing that. So stay tuned for that. We'll post it on our website, and we'll certainly have some type of open house.
Thank you.
Awesome. Is there anyone that I missed? Is there any more?
I'm done.
Commissioner Smith,
I know
we're
you.
good?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate everybody being here. And in closing, let me just echo everyone else's sentiments and thank Dr. Millay for your service to our community. I know out in Indiantown, we're looking at a very promising future, and we appreciate you working with us and the school board and everything that you're doing in our community. We appreciate that. And I don't know if this meeting is record-breaking in its brevity. However, it would seem that we have completed our business and we stand adjourned.